Hey beauties, welcome to my channel. It's a little different format today. I'm just going to casually sit here. I wanted to do my eye makeup before my face makeup today because I'm going to do a look with my Gingerbread palette here. It's the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. And actually this is my second video I do on it. The first one, after I spent so many hours working on it, I completed it and I noticed something on it, and I guess it's my lack of vision that messed it up. I had a black spot under my eye on most of the video and I just couldn't put it up, so I'm going to redo it again. So here we go, and please excuse my voice. I have some kind of sinus issue going on and I feel like I'm losing my voice, but everything's good. So this is the Gingerbread Spice palette. Oh, it's just so beautiful. If you look at the colors, isn't that a beautiful color story? I just love all the colors, especially that pink and that orange color. And then there's one down here. It's a duochrome. It's just gorgeous. This one right here. It's called Hot Toddy. I've been using this one a lot lately. I've probably did like 4 looks with it so far. So tonight I'm going to do another look for you, and we'll see how it comes out. So is everybody ready with their Christmas shopping? This is so pigmented. I haven't even started. My 2 children are at that age where they don't want anything, they want money. They might come up with 1 or 2 little things they want, but mostly it's just money. Really, they haven't said anything they wanted. So I'm just gonna get their money ready, and I try to keep it fair. But throughout the years, one may get something bigger than the other, but they're 7.5 years apart, so they're really not jealous of each other. They're really good about that. As I know, me and my sisters were 3 of us, and then my 4th sister was born later in life. I was 19 years old. This is just going to be a little chatty eye look, so I hope that's okay. I've never really done this that much lately. I'm not sure if anybody wants to know all my little things, but we were 3 years apart. Me and my first 2 sisters were 3 of us. And I was born, then 3 years later my sister was born, then 3 years later, well, my second sister. I'm the oldest, then they have Crystal, Carla, and then my last sister is Kimberly. Me and Crystal were the ones that really fought over hot rollers and getting out of each other's way when we would get ready for school, stuff like that. My mom used to say, "Oh my God, the hot rollers were flying this morning." And it was really over nothing. Just mad we had to go to school, probably. But I'm just trying to run this through my crease. This eye is so hard to work with because the lid is totally different now from my right eye. When I have them open, they're kind of similar. This one stays closed more. They used to be pretty much the same when I was younger. But when I was younger, my eye disease started like when I was 3 years old. And it was just in this eye. And the sun, it's called Uveitis. And the sun would really hurt my eye, the glare of it. But since I've got it in this eye, the glare doesn't bother me that much. But back then, it really, in the other eye, just acted different. And the sun really just bothered me a lot, and I'd squint a lot, so I think the muscles in that lid are stronger than my right eye. And I think the eye itself, I can't see any light out of it anymore. The last surgery I had, I was 18 years old, and it was a glaucoma surgery. And the doctor did the surgery, and after that surgery, before the surgery, I could see like movement with a hand. I could see light, but after that surgery, I couldn't see anything. Everything was black. And you know, I never questioned it. The eye, though, I remember right after that surgery, I was about 18 or 19 years old, and the eye wasn't healing well. It was just after the operation, it just stayed like, so I had to go to several doctors to try to figure out how to get the eye to heal. And finally, one doctor figured out, I don't even have no idea to remember what went on. That doctor, I don't even see him anymore. I don't even know if he's still alive. They got it to heal, but I couldn't see anything after that. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of map out my look I want to do here. We're going to use reindeer paws. I usually show just my right eye, and then I go through the left eye because it's so hard to work with. Okay. But getting back to the eye issue, I think the eye, from being sick and just old and diseased, and the optic nerve is really damaged. But I'd like to see about getting the lid fixed if possible, but I don't know if my insurance would cover that, for one. Another reason I'm scared to think about doing that is plastic surgery is expensive. If the insurance wouldn't cover it, I couldn't afford it. And another thing, if they would cover it, what if it would damage it even more? I have the real eye right now, and it somewhat moves with my normal eye. If you have artificial eye, it doesn't move like, you know, when you move your eye, it doesn't move with it. And my eye at least does that a little bit, but that's the issues I have in life. But you know what? I don't worry about it. It's one of those things that I have to live with no matter what. And if I worried about that all the time, believe me, when I was younger, it really, really bothered me. And when I look at my pictures on the internet and look at my videos, I don't like to look at my videos. I rather do them, I edit them, and that's it. I don't care to look at them, but that's an odd thing to say, I know. And then I have the Anlosying Spondalitis, but the reality of all these issues that I have, I've had them so long that they're really not I see people with the same problems that really live their whole life just thinking about that all the time, and just, I can't do that. I would not have a normal life. I mean, yeah, I do wake up with aches and pains every day, but what's new, you know? I think a lot of people that just learn they've developed the issues that I have, it's a lot worse on them than it ever was for me. So, and there could be so much worse things in life. There could be cancer. There could be, I mean, I can name things right off the bat that I've seen going on, or my kids could be sick. That would really be a problem for me, because my children come before me, or anything in my life. I'm sure everyone's like that, but yes. And as you can see, I'm so sorry. I did my nails finally, and I've got this. I opened the drawer and the latch was still locked, and it flicked it off. And this one, I was digging in the yard, in the garden, trying to plant some lettuce or something, which I shouldn't have been doing with nails on. I should have had the gloves on, but I didn't. I was trying to hurry, and that one broke. But let me ask y'all this. I know a lot of you probably get your nails done often, and I don't. Well, as far as getting false nails, I had my nails done a while back, and they were too thick. Like, they looked really fake. I didn't like them, so I took them off. And when I went to have them done this time, I told them that I went to a different place. And we have a lot, I don't know what y'all have in y'all area, but we have a lot of the same places everywhere. And I asked them if they could do them really thin and look, you know, so they looked more natural. And I think that's what she did this time. And But she told me that she could do it that way, but they would be very thin, hard for them not to break. And I told her, I said, well, let me try it anyways. I want to try it. And so she did it that way. And lo and behold, I have two that are broken. But let me tell you, I was rough on them. You know, I was cleaning the house yesterday and I wasn't watching good at all. And what type of nails do you get when you go have your nails done? These were just like some little clear plastic looking nails she glued on. And then she put the like, I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a powdery stuff they put and it just glides over it. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's acrylic I did. But I see all kinds of different ones online. I just don't like them looking too thick and fake. But they are fake. Everybody knows they're fake, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. What kind do you recommend I ask for if they do have it? Now, our small town doesn't have much, but we do have a nice little spa here. But I just don't know what to ask for. Get what I'm saying. I went with the orange, like to blend on top. And then in the center, I'm thinking, should I put a little bit of concealer? I'm gonna try it without. I'm gonna put the one I said I like, the Hot Toddy, right down the center. Let's see. Pink in like a bronze. It's really, really pretty. Kind of went too far, but let me take this and kind of blend it a little bit with the reindeer paws. Thinking about trying to blend in a little bit of the pink at the top also. See if it brings out some of it. Tell you, this is a miracle blender. I really like how it works. I also wanted to talk about the giveaway for December. The two items I'm going to give away, I've been waiting because one of them I ordered in November, just got shipped like Friday, but it was from Beauties. So I should get it Monday. I just looked to make sure before I said anything. But I know my channel loves Jeffree Star. So we've got I'm going to spill the beans. We have Jeffree Star's Alien palette as one of our giveaways this month. And I like them both. But in value, the other one is double. It's one of the Natasha Denona palettes. I'd actually bought it for myself for Christmas, but I decided I have so many palettes that I don't use that I'm gonna use it as one of the giveaways. So I'm gonna do a separate video just to show you the two palettes. But if you're interested, it's going to start with the video I did on the Ella Frida Organics. That was on November 30th. And it's going to go through December 30th. So all the videos I do in that time frame. And I'm trying to do more. I'm doing my first video by myself. My husband and my son aren't here. So I'm trying to do it by myself. Because I think if I could do it by myself, I would do a lot more videos because they helped me, don't get me wrong. Before they left, they fixed kind of things up that I couldn't see to do. It's just the camera settings and all that. It's hard for me to see. But I think I just do so much more because Not that they don't like helping me. I don't like bothering them sometimes, and I wait, and that's the problem with that. Okay, I'm gonna put some kind of highlighter up here when I finish my eye look, but I'm gonna clean it up first. This is my look, and now I just want to say, out of all these colors I showed the swatches, this one, Frostbite Me, is the second white one right here. It's not as glittery as it should be, but I think over something, let me try to put it over the one I have on, just see how it looks. Can't hurt anybody. Let's see. You see, it's just, I don't find it as sparkly as it should be. It's just not like I've seen in some other palettes. I don't like it, but I will be using this lipstick, which is Gingerbread Girl. I wanted them both, Gingerbread Boy and Gingerbread Girl, but they only had this one available. And this is Gingerbread Girl. So I'll be back and I'll have my full makeup done. And I'm back. This is my full look. And all I did was I tried to run a little bit of the colors under my eyes. By the time I was finished, my tears from my allergies had washed it all kind of gooky, so I wiped it off and I put some more. So if that happens, that's what I did. I used the Hourglass Ambient 4 palette. It has 6 different powders, and I wanted a little bit more highlight, so I used one of the Wet n Wild highlighters on my cheeks. But let's talk about this Gingerbread palette by Too Faced. This palette is very similar in the way it's packaged as the Sweet Peach palette. I mean, exactly. Same amount of shades. They both have 18 shades, but the Gingerbread palette has 0.7 grams per shade, and the Sweet Peach palette has 0.95 grams per shade. So that's a total of, for the Gingerbread palette, if you look at 18 times 0.7, you got 12.6 grams of shades in here. And in the Sweet Peach palette, you have a total of 17.1. That's a difference of 4.5 less in the Gingerbread palette. So they're both $49, but you're paying a little bit more. That's a smart way for companies to go up on their palette without changing the price, rather than going up a few more dollars and having the same amount in both palettes. You might say, why do they look exactly the same? Well, you can't tell how deep this is, and you can't tell how deep the shadow goes in there. The lines crisscrossing are all the same to fit the 18, but the depth of the palette is what's different. As you can see, they look just alike. So that's just one more thing I wanted to bring to your attention. If you were really, I never use all my palettes out. I used to, but now that I have this channel, I don't. So if you want to watch your pennies and want to get most for your money, you may want to know that. But if you really want the Christmas palette, it may not make that much of a difference to you. It's sturdy, it has a magnetic closure. See how it's a good palette. As far as the colors in here, like I said earlier, I love the color story. I find that there is a lot of different transition colors you can use. I like the mix of metallics to mattes. Sometimes it's metallic heavy, and I don't particularly like metallic heavy palettes. I like the color story. It's more of a warm tone palette. I can see you making several looks with this palette. It is limited edition, so if you want this palette, When I purchased this one, I bought it at Ulta, but since then, Sephora and Too Faced are out of stock for this palette. Now they may get some more before Christmas. If you want one, you may want to get on a list, because I don't think they will last if they have more, because it is a popular palette. And like I said, they had 2 different colors. The one I have on is Gingerbread Girl, and it's a beautiful color. I love this color. It's so rich, and it's got like a warm tone red to it. It's just a perfect color. And some of the metallics in here aren't really that bright. I don't know how to say that. Like for a lid color, like these are the 2 on the end. If you put them on the lid, you may have to come back with something a little bit shiny in the middle. They just weren't as metallic as I would have liked them. But like I said, that one I really like is Hot Toddy. And I also like Spiked Eggnog. It's really pretty also. I use this one for my inner corner highlight. As you can see, it's really shiny. My skin's hard to see on sometimes, so it's not, you see, it doesn't show up on my skin very well, but it did well for the inner corners. And I tried to put a little bit right here, right under it. And I didn't put any lashes on tonight. My husband and I are going to eat out, and just a little date night tonight, so I didn't want to put lashes. I didn't feel like wearing them. My suggestion, if you like the colors in that palette and you want something to represent Christmas, it's worth buying. It's a beautiful palette. The pigment in the palette is very good. I had no trouble building anything up. I didn't have anything that was kind of streaky or anything like that. Even the purple I found worked well. I really love that pink and that orange. Those 2 are my favorite in the palette. Oh no, I think Hot Toddy is, but as you can see, I like several colors out of the palette, so it's one that I'll be keeping unless my daughter takes it. So, but thank you so much for watching tonight. Be watching for that video I told you about. I mentioned what my giveaway prizes are, but I will be putting out an official giveaway video with the rules and everything under it. So it's going to be a special December. I think those are some awesome prizes. Most expensive palette I've ever given away. And I'm pretty sure that Alien palette's sold out by now, because he always sells out. And thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I'm gonna put magic links under here showing all the makeup I have. That's an easy way to support my channel. If you buy online and you use one of my magic links, I get a small percentage of the total of whatever you buy. And I haven't gotten that much. A few people have helped me out that way, and it helps me to buy all these products to give away all year. And I want to continue to do it throughout 2019. So please, if you can help me out in that way, that would really help me out. It doesn't cost you any more. If you feel funny doing that, don't do it. I'm not begging for anything. It's an easy way to help someone out by not costing you any more. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.